Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch or would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Yacht-Master in yellow gold, reference 16628 with a white dial and black onyx hour markers. And I will tell you a little bit about its history. Then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Yacht-Masters. Then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement. Finally, try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start. Just with a little history, the Yacht-Master is one of the earliest models, one of the newer models that Rolex makes in their professional line, also known as their sports collection. Now, Rolex makes a lot of cool collections such as the Submariner, the GMT, and Daytona, and so on. The Yacht-Master, it's one of the newer ones, not the newest, but it's one of the newer ones, and it's since gone on since its creation in the early 90s, to spawn and make many different variations. They make the Yacht-Master 40, 42 in rubber, in rose gold, yellow gold, white gold, everything you can imagine, and even spawned the next generation of Yacht-Master called the Yacht-Master 2, which Rolex just released in 2026. And it's all began from the Yacht-Master. At least I would think, given the name is called Yacht-Master and one's called Yacht-Master 2. So anyways, this is the OG right here. And they made these gold ones for not that long, actually. Well, actually, I take that back. They made it for a long time, but it's been discontinued for a long time. They made it starting in the early 90s all the way until approximately 2011. So that is almost a 20-year run. Now, they've had a lot of different variations and stuff like that since then, and this is one of them. Okay, now where does it stand in the lineup? Well, the gold versions, I believe they only made 6 of them. They made a champagne dial, a blue dial, a white dial that you're looking at here, a silver dial, and then they made a Mother Pro with some rubies, and then they made some Mother Pro with sapphires and diamonds. 30 dial. This one happens to be the white dial with a black onyx index markers. Pretty interesting. Rolex doesn't really do funky stuff like this very often, and at the time they did. So I bet if they re-released this, it would do really well. But anyways, so that's where this watch stands. And this one is from the 90s until early 2000s. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's start talking about the watch. Starting with the watch itself. The watch is going to be a 40 millimeter watch. It's not going to be any different really from the 40 millimeters of this era. They all have this Oyster case. Oyster meaning it's not a very blocky case. It has smooth flowing lines, and that's true of both the Yacht-Master and the Daytona. Since they both have racing heritage, it kind of makes sense to have them both flowing, and it's 40 millimeter, same as the Submariner, and actually it's very similar to the Submariner, which I'll tell you about in a sec. But it just has some minor differences aside from the name. Okay, the size is more or less the same. The case is a little different though. The case is a little different, but it's still very similar. Okay, that's the case, 40 millimeters, and smooth, not smooth, but flowing lines on the bezel, on the case, sorry. Okay, let's talk about the bezel next. The bezel here is actually all going to be in all gold. Now, you don't really see it that often. Now, Rolex is not really even making that many all gold sports watches. They're making the Submariner in all gold, the GMT in all gold, the Yacht-Master 2 in all gold. Now they make the Deep Sea in all gold. Actually, they make it in almost every single one in all gold. I take it back. They don't make the Sea Dweller in all gold. That they don't do. They don't make the Milgauss, I guess, or the Air King. So they make some of them in all gold, but not all of them. This happens to be one of them. The bezel itself is going to be a very interesting mix. It's going to be gold. It's going to be sandblasted gold on the bezel itself, and then the numbers are going to be raised and going to be high polished. Interesting, right? You don't really see it that often. I'm trying to think where else you see a gold bezel like this. You don't really, actually. I think this is probably the only one. So it has a pretty interesting bezel. Yacht-Master does. And the other thing is, what separates it from the Submariner, functionally at least, is that the bezel is bidirectional. On the Submariner, it's unidirectional, meaning it only goes one way, and that's because you're calculating elapsed time. Presumably, if you're diving into the ocean, you don't want to have less time or more time on your dive watch than you actually should. This one doesn't supposed to do that, so it has a bezel that goes unidirectional. You can calculate as elapsed time and simply bring it back to the center easily. Okay, that's the bezel. And let's look at the dial here. Now, the dial is also quite interesting in that it is white, but it has these black onyx hour markers. And I can't think of the last time Rolex used black onyx in their dial. It's been a long, I can't even think of any. I know they make another onyx dial, but that is, the whole dial is onyx. I don't think I've ever seen the dial itself, or I should say the hour markers themselves, using this black onyx on the hour markers, which I think is pretty cool. It really provides a striking contrast between the white and black and really makes the watch pop a lot more. And then, of course, you have the words written, the famous words Yacht-Master written in red, kind of gives it that racing look. And then you have the Mercedes hands, and of course you have the date with a Cyclops 2.5 magnification. All of that is pretty typical of Rolex, but typical doesn't mean bad. It's pretty cool. And look at the font of the Rolex. It's another interesting thing. You know, when was the last time you saw the font in black? I don't think I see, usually it's in white. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's usually in white. So having it black is pretty cool. I guess they probably do that against white dials, right? Because a white on white wouldn't be very good. But yeah, it's another interesting thing, which actually matches the hour markers, come to think of it. Okay. All right. Let's look at the bracelet here. Now, the bracelet's going to be your Oyster bracelet. They don't make it in any other configuration. From the looks of it on top, it looks the same. This is how all the Oyster bracelets look, even in 2026. But here you'll see the buckle is a little different. Back then, this is how they did the buckle. It's this flip lock, which is still like how they do it, but then it has this flat buckle here. That's just how it was back in the day. And you do have some micro adjustment. You have to use a tool, but you do have, I think it's around like 4 millimeters of adjustment on each of these little pinholes. And so you can adjust it. There's no dive extension because it's not a dive watch, but yeah, it's still, every bit looks like the Oyster case or Oyster bracelet you would see nowadays. It's period correct. Okay, and the movement here is actually going to be the same movement, believe it or not, as the Submariner. It's a caliber 3135. In fact, even Datejusts have this movement. 3135 is probably their most one of their, or maybe even the most numerous caliber. They've been using this caliber, this movement, for more than 20 years. I think it started in early 2000, and they did it all the way until like 2020. So it's like 20-year run. There's a lot of parts for it. It's easily serviceable. It's just a great movement, and it looks good too. So, and it has I think a power reserve of like 2 days or so. Okay, at any rate, it's time to try this watch on and give you my thoughts. My thoughts are that the Yacht-Master 2, the Yacht-Master in yellow gold is quite a rare sports watch. Not a lot of people have it. Not a lot of people even know about it. It didn't sell that well. That's why the Yacht-Master has always sold not as well as a Submariner, but it is something that's kind of off the beaten path, right? A lot of people are getting the Submariner, GMT, Daytona. Not a lot of people are going out to the Yacht-Master, and the secondary market prices prove that. Because if this was a Submariner, it'd be much more, even though I think the Yacht-Master retail for more money because of the gold bezel. So anyways, my point being is that you get a more exclusive watch in the sense that not so many people have it, and it's an interesting color combination not everyone's going to have. So I'm going to definitely give it a thumbs up. And look, if you want to buy at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.